Yeah! All right. Coach Carl is a genius, man. He's a genius.
And it's Peyton is the best player.
I thought you didn't like Peyton.
I never said that. I always liked Peyton.
Yeah, well, I knew as soon as they got Detlef, they'd be unstoppable.
I knew it when they got Perkins.
I have seen every game this team has played since 1968. Never missed a game.
Yeah!
Jumping on the Sonics bandwagon will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the following episode of Almost Live.
Yes, that's right. I finally found a place on my head that would grow hair. Yes. I know. I'm just thinking that if I could just flip it over, I might actually have, So actually, that's not true. I don't want to do that because I read in a magazine this week, I read in Esquire magazine that bald is in. It is the hairstyle of the moment, and I figured this is the hippest I'm ever going to be in my life, right here. So I thought, I'd grow one of those cool grunge goatee things and, go hang out with the guys at the Nirvana concert tonight. And then, it grew in, and I looked just like my English professors at the UW, which, that's not what other people say. This one guy said that I looked like Spock from that Star Trek episode where Kirk goes into the parallel universe. Do you remember that? Yeah, okay. Some validation for that concept. That's good. I just thought, the thing is, I just thought I'd try something new for the new year. And so, basically, I want to ask, what do you think? Save it or shave it? Save it? Save it! Okay. I'll shave it a little later, but that'll be on pay-per-view. So watch for that. Anyway, we've all made another resolution around here, just trying something new. Another resolution in Almost Live here. No more Kent jokes. No, hear me out, Kent. They've suffered enough, and we will no longer make the lives of the people who live there worse than they already are, all right? However, we did notice something interesting in the Auburn paper. It was very interesting. Now, over in Auburn, according to the Valley Daily News over there, they've started an etiquette class, which I thought we were very curious about what an etiquette class would be like in Auburn. So we got a copy of some of the tips that you can pick up in the class, and we thought, you might be interested, and these are Auburn etiquette tips. For example, beer should be served with red meat, malt liquor with fish. Men should always let a woman exit the elevator first. It's easier to check out her butt without her noticing. Very important, this one. Before making love, make sure most of the Copenhagen is wiped off your mouth. Follow that one. That's right. Live by that rule. A married woman is always addressed as you old cow. An unmarried woman is referred to as fresh meat. Just read along with me. Most hosts will be insulted if you don't ask about their stolen street signs collection. Finally, the fork goes on the left, the knife on the right, and the shotgun is on your lap. So, if you're traveling down there, just keep that in mind. That's what's going on down in Auburn. And I just have to say that we're very happy that you're watching our television show tonight. Of course, as everyone knows, the real media action these days is on the radio. Talk radio, those radio hosts, they get the people all fired up, and they like to get everybody involved with their show. Like this guy here. Take a look. That's exactly right. We are not going to take it anymore. It's time for the people to stand up. The politicians don't run this country. You do. Let's take back the government. They waste your hard-earned tax dollars. Federal way. Go ahead.
I think all those politicians are worthless. We should kick them all out.
White Center, hello.
Yeah, they're a bunch of jerks.
All right, the caller from Ballard, hello.
Yeah, Hunden
That's right. I know how you feel. I'm Mike Pigeon, and I am fed up. Well, I have to go now, but I'll see you tomorrow on the Mike Pigeon Show, the only talk radio show that is for the people, and the people are fed up. All right, see you tomorrow on the Mike Pigeon Show. Goodbye.
Hey, great show, Mike. Now, tomorrow...
It was a good show. It was not a great show. It would have been a great show if I'd had my coffee on time. Now, that, I believe, is your job. Now, do I or do I not have the right to have my coffee at the appointed time? Capitol Hill, go ahead.
You are absolutely right, Mike. You should fire him. He's just like all those lazy politicians.
I just got the car out of the shop, but the mechanic, he touched the rearview mirror. The seat is adjusted wrong. The consumer is being ripped off. We need a new auto repair initiative that stipulates that the mechanic cannot touch the rearview mirror. Who's with me? Mercer Island, hello.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. Let me tell you what they did to my car.
I want you out of here. That restraining order said 500 feet.
All I am saying is that after a dinner and movie of such high quality, I was entitled to more than a simple handshake. That's all I'm saying. I'm entitled to more. Tacoma, go ahead.
Damn right. If you spent that much, you deserve more.
Olympia, yes. Hello, Olympia.
That's date rape, Mike, and if you think for one...
Oh, I see. Now we're in the realm of the politically correct feminazis. Is that it? Well, let me tell you something about an initiative that we are starting. We are starting the dinner and a movie is worth more than a simple handshake initiative.
You're a
and we
pig,
are going
like
to
a
win.
big,
We will
huge,
win this
fat
initiative.
pig.
Yes, Fife, hello.
I agree, Mike, but sometimes the sex is real good when they're mad. They get all excited.
It's just unbelievable the amount of litter on the streets. Something's got to be done about it. Spare change? You're an aggressive panhandler. You're driving law-abiding citizens away from the downtown business core. The police have got to start cracking down. We need to build bigger prisons and fill them up with people like you. White Center, go ahead.
Hello, Domino's?
No,
I
no,
want a
no,
large
no,
combo.
no. Fremont,
with
go ahead, Fremont.
pepperoni, onions.
I'm entitled to good service at a fair price, and right now you've given me neither, and I suppose you want a tip. You know, we have got to get government control of tips in restaurants. Hello, Des Moines, come in.
If you come into their restaurant, they should tip you.
And the thing is, this wasn't even very good food. I have heartburn now. I have a terrible pain in my chest, and it's going over to my left arm, and I feel kind of faint. I feel terrible. We've got a call coming in from a cellular phone right now, so let's... Hello, cellular phone caller.
Mike, I'm a doctor on a car phone. I think you're having a heart attack right now. Now do exactly what I say. Now, I'm starting to go under a tunnel, so I hope you can hear me.
Well, all right, we lost that call, but apparently I'm having a heart attack and I'm gonna die. Now, do you know CPR? That's a failure of the educational system. Every child, we're gonna start an initiative that every child should learn CPR when they get through school. If you had learned it, I wouldn't have to die right now. Gig Harbor, hello.
Yeah, Mike, I'm calling from Gig Harbor. This is Phil from Gig Harbor. Love your show, Mike. Love your show. Been listening for a long time. I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener. And, Mike? Hey, Mike?
Clear. I'm alive! But I was dead for 7 minutes. That is totally unacceptable. I'm a taxpayer in this city, and I have a right to expect that the emergency services should be prompt and responsible. West Seattle, hello.
Yeah, Mike, I think if they don't get there within 30 minutes or less, you shouldn't have to pay.
All right, now let's go to Dave in Bellingham. Welcome to the Mike Pigeon Show.
Yeah.
All right, stay with us. We've got a great show, and we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Ballard Computer in Seattle, Kirkland, Tacoma, Mount Vernon, and South Center. And so do you, William Gates. Take this woman, Melinda French, to be your lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold, in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, for richer and for even richer, until death do you part.
I do?
Good. And do you, Melinda French, take this man, William Gates. It's time once again for the Grateful Gourmet. Brought to you by marijuana and by BMW. Because we know deadheads are a bunch of middle-aged rich guys.
Go, you're on.
Hey, welcome once again to the Grateful Gourmet. Hey everybody, welcome to the Grateful Gourmet. I'm Rolf. Hey man, I don't think that's my name.
Yeah, that's your name, Rolf. We checked on it.
Are you sure? Because it doesn't sound right. Rolf.
It's right, Rolf.
But you know how sometimes you say your name too much and then it becomes something else, and pretty soon it's like not your name and then what is your name?
It's your name, Rolf.
Okay, but it still sounds kind of freaky. Anyway, with me as always is Cinda.
Rolf.
Today, we continue with our series, 101 Ways to Cook Sprouts, from our book, 101 Ways to Cook Sprouts. By the way, this book has 101 pages in it and 101 pictures. Everything in here is 101.
And there was like 101 Dalmatians in that movie, too.
Weird. Okay, we're going to start today with boiled sprouts. But first, let's check with Bob in our satellite kitchen. How's it going, dude? Cooking out the E. coli. Way to go, man. All right. Okay, step one, turn on stove. Whoa, that's a really big pot.
You said pot? You did. You said it.
You two want to take a phone call?
What?
You want to take a phone call? There's a caller.
Oh, cool. We have a caller on the line. Go ahead. You're on the Grateful Gourmet.
Do you guys deliver?
No.
Oh, well, did you cry at that Dalmatian movie?
Yeah.
Me too. By the way, you're right about Rolf. I think maybe your name is Tina.
Tina, that's a good thought. Thanks, caller. Okay, step two, check to make sure the water's boiling.
It's boiling. It's boiling.
Step three, put sprouts into water.
Put them into the water. The water's where they go.
Oh, I thought you said mouth.
Okay, that's it. Show's over. Shut her down, boys.
Hey, man, cool out.
My name's not Man, okay? My name is not Man. It's Pat. Pat. Get it?
Pat doesn't sound right. Maybe it's Tina.
No, it's not Tina, pal. It's Pat.
Well, is it pat like a guy or pat like a girl?
Like, why don't you just say goodbye, okay? Wave goodbye, all right?
To who?
To the camera!
Oh, goodbye.
He's about to be.
You guys are really killing me, you know that?
I need a massage.
Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music. Now open in Tacoma.
And so, if there is anyone here who sees any reason why this man, William Gates, and this woman, Melinda French, should not be joined in marriage, let him please speak now, or forever hold...
Excuse me. Sorry. So,
Excuse me. You have an objection?
I know, I just want to play through. That's my ball right there.
Oh, sorry. Is it all right?
It's all right with
That's
me.
fine.
Oh, great.
Go ahead.
Good. Thanks a lot. Won't take but a second.
Oh, you hooked it.
Yep, it's going in the water.
Turn! Turn! You turned your hand over. You turned your hand over.
Thanks.
He turned his hand over. If there is anyone here who sees any reason why this man, William Gates,
Do you think she's pretty?
No.
Why do you say no when it's so obvious you mean yes?
No, I don't.
You have that tone in your voice.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. And your neck is sticking out at that weird angle like it always does when you're lying.
No, it isn't.
What exactly are you trying to hide here?
Nothing.
Do you seriously think that I care that you think she's pretty?
No.
You do! You honestly think I'm bugged that you think she's pretty. I mean, clearly she's a beautiful woman. Why don't you just admit it? What do you think I'm gonna do? Freak out or go into some jealous rage or something?
No.
I can't believe it! You think I'm an insane psychotic, don't you? You think that I'm so possessive and unbalanced that if you admit she's attractive, I'll go ballistic. Is that it? And then maybe, what, I'll run into the kitchen? Is that it? And I'll feed you tonight? And then I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna stalk her? Is that it? You think I'm gonna stalk her?
No.
Oh my God! You actually think I would stalk her? Like a bloodhound, I'd hunt her down, and when I found her, I'd brutally murder her in cold blood. That's what you think, isn't it?
No.
Well, then admit that she's pretty!
Yeah, she's pretty.
I knew it.
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. Well, the principal of Inglemoor High School traded places with a student for a day last week. The principal spent his day attending classes, eating in the cafeteria, and turning out for basketball practice, while the student sat in the teacher's lounge all day and smoked. The Seattle police melted down 1,852 confiscated guns this week. They plan to use the metal to make one really, really big gun that'll blow away all the bad people at once. Now, Cairo TV's John Procaccino received several complaints after criticizing Roseanne Arnold for saying that she's made love to women. Procaccino later admitted that he was just jealous. The Internal Revenue Service has a new program to help taxpayers who can't speak English. The program has translators who can say "you're screwed" in more than 90 languages. The fabulous sports babe says KJR Radio is holding her hostage and that she, quote, wants out of Hooterville. The station responded by saying, "Hey, the door is wide open. She just can't fit through it." I'm sorry. Cheap shot. All the local TV stations have agreed to run public service ads promoting the use of condoms. Como, however, says the word condom is a little too crude for them, so they will substitute it with the word Geraldo. Virginia Mason Hospital recently caught a man who was pretending to be a doctor in order to get drugs. The man later admitted, "I'm not really a doctor, but I play one on LSD." Finally, the Strangers In-Out list for 1994 says in things include sex, cheap motels, and Bill Nye. However, on the list of out things is sex in cheap motels with Bill Nye. This has been the John Report. Thank you. And we'll be right back.
And so we are gathered here today in this quiet spot, in the privacy of family and friends, to join this man and this woman in hope.
There's a newspaper photographer right behind the bushes over there.
right then. We are gathered here in the privacy of family and friends to join.
Okay, that's just about it this week. And hey, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.